Hey guys, Thrift Store Dave here, dropping off something I just sold at the post office so I can fill that spot with some new items I'm about to get at the thrift store. Let's see what I find. Looking at hats, coming across an old corduroy hat that says Zor on it. No idea what this is, but because it's corduroy and because it says Zor, I must own it. This is gonna be my gamble of the day. This looks like a porcelain piece, but it's got a light behind it, so it's a porcelain lamp. It's converted. These, according to Google Lens, are from occupied Japan and could be 40 to 50 bucks in value. This one's 15. All right, I'm back and I'm kind of nerding out because I had one of those days where I went not expecting to look for much or buy much, but I ended up finding a lot and buying a lot. So very excited to show you what I've got here. I got a whole bag of goodies for $74 total spent. And not just hats. Yeah, a lot of hats. I do buy and sell a lot of hats, but other stuff too. So without further ado, something unique that I got were some scuba flippers, okay? You look at those, they don't seem that big of a deal, but the brand matters. These have some sand on them. I can clean them up real well. They were just $9 and 10% off, so $8. And used this brand, which is called a Vantique Quattro. These go for $40 online all day plus shipping. I'll try to sell them on Marketplace because of their weight, see if that goes faster. But if they don't, I'm still gonna make a lot of money on that. Oh, and they were half price. So actually they were $4.50. So it's like $30+ profit on those. Just getting started. Okay, a couple of hats and we'll break the monotony then with other stuff. This one was $3. It was an interesting hybrid. It looks like it's weatherproof, but has some leather involvement. Never heard of the brand Tweed Mill, but at $3, I figured I'd take a chance. I did a little looking for comps online, and hats from this brand, I guess they're Scottish, and they go in the $20 to $40 range. So hoping I'll make a pretty penny on this, especially if it's a unique variant for the hats that they sell. Saw a foam mesh trucker hat for M&M's Racing. Now racing hats usually do really well if they're very old. This one is designed to look old, but you could see it's got more modern polyester in the center here. So this is a modern hat, but it was only $1. And so I looked up their racing hats. They go for anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks. I bought this more because it's bulk. I can get more feedback that's positive because I think someone's gonna buy it. And if I'm wrong, I wasted $1. I bought this possibly to keep. Again, $1. It's a infant Chicago Cubs hat. I'm gonna save this for one day if I'm a grandpa, or I might sell it. I've got to see. But for $1, I figured future Dave's problem. One more hat, and then I'm gonna skip around. Being in Chicago, there's always Chicago Bulls stuff, and the store always overprices stuff from the Bulls championship run of the 90s. Occasionally, they're gonna put one in that doesn't say championship for a much lower price, and this is the case. $3.50 for a Chicago Bulls dynasty hat. That dates to Y2K because that was when the dynasty was concluded. So this hat cleaned up in good shape is a $30 hat and a $25 profit. Okay, skipping around to other content I found. Got a kid's life jacket for half price, so for $2.50. Again, in good shape, you really can't damage one of these. These go for $20 to $30 because people need them. They want to keep their kids safe. They're going boating, and we're entering boating season. So this was easy money. Grabbed it before I even thought about it. Also got a few shirts this time. I don't normally get a lot of shirts, but I'm getting an improving eye when I do look for them. This looked like it was a game giveaway. Chicago Cubs themed. Says for the win. It's obviously promoting a cable network that used to broadcast them. I looked online for some comps. None have sold. There are 2 for sale, and the cheapest one's I think 17 bucks, and this one was $6. I bought it with the idea of holding it, maybe even wearing it myself because it's like a Hawaiian shirt. But there are a lot of nutty Cub fans if you ever go to Wrigley Field. There's Ronnie Woo Woo, who's a known staple in Chicago fandom history, among others. So yeah, took a chance on this. I don't think I'm gonna lose though. Also got a Hawaiian shirt that actually has the map of Hawaii on it, which is kind of cool. And the brand is called Kai Nani. And so I did a little homework on those. They go for no less than $15 in good shape, some as much as $40. This was $5, so at least a $10 profit, possibly a $20 to $30 profit, because I'm gonna list it as new without tags. It's wrinkled, but it literally has no signs of wear. So I think I'm very pleased with what I'll get for that. And then the last shirt I made, I referenced actually in a short earlier. It's by a brand called Supermassive. And I had never heard of it, but when I looked at the pattern on it, it took me back to like the wallpaper of like a movie theater in the 90s. And so I looked this up and got some comps, and sure enough, these are like $30 shirts all day. This one was half price of $5, so gonna make good money on this as well. All right, let's switch gears again. Back to hats, just a couple. I got this for $1. It says U.S. Army retired, foam mesh trucker hat. And in this case, you can see the cotton is a little bit faded and it is more linen instead of the polyester you see in more modern hats. So I can mark this as a vintage retired U.S. Army hat and see if someone might want to pony up for it. A couple other hats. This was a Chicago Fire Department hat, probably promotional, but again, it was $1.50, so I grabbed it. I might just wear it myself. And then this one, I have to do some homework on. It's a corduroy mesh snapback hat, which in itself is really awesome because it's like a hybrid of a couple vintage patterns. It says Zor on it. No idea what Zor is. Gonna do some homework on Zor. If you know what Zor is, awesome. Please comment and let me know. But I just saw that and I was like, this is really cool. I might wear it because it's a conversation starter. All right, switching to non-hats for a little bit. Picked up a pair of what looks like to be hardly worn rollerblades, okay? There's like minimal to no scuffing on them. Wheels look good. So these can be sold very easily. It's the season to go out. These were $9. I'm gonna probably get $40 for them, I expect. A couple other items, much smaller item than rollerblades and much lighter and easier to ship, would be this money clip that I got. Now, if you look up close, there's a name on there that I cannot pronounce. I'm gonna try Oktermukti, and there's a guy in a Scottish kilt on this little coin piece. So I did do homework on money clips and coin-based ones, and then this this area is a town in Scotland. So paid $5. This is a chance that I took today, but I'm hoping this is a $30 to $40 piece. And if I'm wrong, I've made so much money on these other items it won't matter. But if you don't take any chances, you won't win. Another small chance I took, I paid $250 for a TI-86 calculator. People sell the ones that aren't working with black screen for $2 for parts. As you can see, this one has what looks like a good screen. Gonna put some batteries in it in a few minutes, see if it works. If it does, I just made 20 bucks. If it doesn't, I broke even and I'm selling it for parts. 3 more items. You might be getting tired of hats, so I'll just zip through these hats real quick, okay? Got a Dobbs flat cap for $2. This is a $20 hat. Got a Rifle Company hat for $1, brand new. That's gonna go well. Bridgestone Racing Team. These hats for some reason seem to be going for a lot right now. And this is a palm tree theme hat. So I'm hoping, paid $3 for it, I'll make a lot more on it. And then lastly, what looks like a boring old wrinkly sun hat, but it says Abercrombie and Fitch and it's new with tags. So hopefully gonna make a lot more than the $2 I paid on that. Last piece is the biggest piece that I bought that I took a risk on, but it was still just a $15 risk. I have it laid down behind me here. It's delicate. And when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, it's fragile, move on. But what it is it appears to be a colonial person. Could argue that it's George Washington or some sort of British politician. Light bulb in back. When I Google lens this to do a search, it appears that there is a whole genre of these pieces that are porcelain and I believe made in Japan, maybe in 60s, so like post-war occupied Japan. And there is a light there. I tried plugging it in and switching it. Light didn't go on, but the filament's probably just busted. No big deal. But at $15, 10% off today, I figured it was worth a shot. I don't see any markings on it, unfortunately, and there's some felt underneath, so there could be markings underneath that. But I'm gonna put this up at auction and just see what happens. My hope is that someone's gonna know more about this than I do. If anyone watching does, also please comment and let me know. Can help me move it along, or if you're interested, we could work out a deal. So that's everything that I was able to grab today. I went from the post office to the thrift store and got way more than I shipped, admittedly, but a lot of things that I think are seasonal and are going to move quickly. So please like the video if you've liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It helps it continue to grow and optimize search for people who like thrifting and reselling just like I do. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week. I'm Thrift Store Dave.